Comedians, audience members, thank you for coming out to the Comedy Lottery, everybody! My name is Demetrius Fields.
My name's Nick Hopping.
Alright, yeah,
Microphone.
and this is the Comedy Lottery, everybody. Dozens of comedians have thrown their name in the ring for the opportunity to showcase their best 3 minutes of stand-up comedy. They will then be judged and rated on a scale of 1 to 10 by a panel of judges. The person with the highest average score by the end of the night gets the Comedy Lottery jackpot. What is the Comedy Lottery jackpot, you ask? Comedians paid $1 to sign up. The more they paid, the more chances they get, but they're only allowed to perform once per night. As of tonight, we sold $76 worth of signups and $85 worth of tickets, but someone asked for a refund. So that means whoever the person is who has the best set tonight is going to be going home with $113. All right. But the sweetening of the pot doesn't end there. The winner of tonight's show will be invited back next week and try to win the Comedy Lottery again, dude. But the person who won last week, she became violently ill. So sorry, Tori's not going to be coming back this week, but she'll come back the next one. We're going to go through exactly 15 comics who are going to be chosen from a sea of jester to take home the Comedy Lottery jackpot. I need to shorten this. Heed my warning. You will be given the light at 2 minutes. If your set is over at 3, light's going to come from the back of the room right there. And after 3 minutes and 15 seconds, we're just going to start talking over you. Now, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our fantastic guest host for the evening. All right, she's a host on TLC. Put your hands together right now for Nina Kharoufeh, everybody. Let her feel it. Let her feel it.
What's up, bitches?
Yeah, what's up, bitches? How you feeling, Nina?
Good, how are you? Thanks for having me. This is exciting.
Of course, thanks for coming out. I'm super excited.
I love a comedy show where I don't have to do comedy.
Exactly, you know, it's a great time. You want to just go ahead and get started? Are you guys ready for your first comic? You guys ready for your first comic? All right, I'm reaching into the bucket right now. I'm going to pick out a full rando. The first person coming to the stage to perform 3 minutes will be Nikhil Mehta, everybody!
Right. Wow, this is terrifying. Alright. Did it start?
Yeah.
Oh, word. Oh, alright. Sex is weird. Okay, what else do I... No, I feel like sex is getting weirder. Like, has anybody ever met like a non-monogamous couple? You guys run into any of those? Couple people? I think I've met enough where I have like a sample size. And I do think non-monogamous couples are the most liberated, most free, most miserable people I've ever met. Just cheat like the rest of us. Don't make me feel bad because you... This is on the top of my mind because I got invited to a party in Brooklyn the other day and the hosts of the party were a quadruple. 4-person relationship. There was a husband, a wife, a third mistress, and then what they referred to as a beta male who had to live in the basement. And here's the fucked up part. He didn't get invited to the party. I was like, wait a minute, he's on the lease too. How come? That's some bullshit right there. Anyways, I got to talk to the husband in the relationship, and he kind of got on his high horse. We were drinking, and he was like, you know, this lifestyle is all about liberation. It's about freedom. It's about removing yourself from the rigors of regular social norms. And I'm like, that's all well and good, but like you do have a guy locked in your basement right now, so I don't know who's better than who. But anyways, I got a chance to meet the guy in the basement. That was the coolest part. I was like, can I meet him? They're like, yeah, Larry's downstairs. And I met him. And I went down there. The room was like very dark. It was sticky. The Jordan Peterson podcast was going on. And I'm talking to him. And I was like letting him know. I was like, dude, you don't have to do this. Like your sexual fetishes shouldn't impact your day-to-day life, you know? Like there's people into pet play, dressing up like animals in the bedroom. That doesn't mean they're running around dog parks in the middle of the day. There's people who are into erotic asphyxiation. They're not out here joining the UFC. there's people that are gay. They don't have to be super gay all the time, you know? That's more of a message to my coworker. Not every day has to be wonderful. But anyways, I told the guy, like, you don't have to, and we left the basement, and we're like walking up the stairs, and the wife in the relationship met us at the top of the stairs, and she was like, oh yeah, now you're both in trouble, get back down there. And I was like, I totally see what this guy's into, actually. This, I don't really have a, I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was it.
Keep it color for the kill, everybody. That was the first son of the night. Let him feel some love. The killer.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I thought maybe like a minute was like decent.
Yeah, that's fair. I respect the honesty.
Yeah.
How long you been doing comedy? Where are you from? Yeah, but you can answer those
Answer
one
both?
at a time.
Because the first one I think is sad. But 4.5 years and from Cincinnati.
Okay. 4.5 years from Cincinnati. All right, perfect. No one's from Cincinnati in here. All right, we're not. This isn't really an interview. I just want to get to know a little bit more about you. You have
My
something to
mic's
say?
not working. Oh, it's working. Hey, I thought you were telling me to go next.
Oh no! All right. Yeah. So what I did like about your set is you had good confidence while you were saying everything that you were saying. Like you didn't go up there with your nose. There was like a strong through line. You stayed in that joke for the entire 3 minutes. So I do respect that. It does seem like it's a work in progress. And at the end of the day, this is an open mic. I feel like that was pretty average. You weren't hurting anybody with that. I feel like that. No offense, I was not ready for his special yet, but I feel like that was right, perfectly down the middle, and that's exactly how I want to start this show. So thank you for that.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was great. I thought you had a lot of, punchlines per minute or whatever. My only note I immediately noticed was you could probably cut off a lot of the first like 6 sentences where you're just like, sex is weird. I think sex is weird. A bunch of you don't you say?
Oh yeah,
any of
no,
that.
yeah. I didn't write that. Yeah. No, I didn't plan to say any of
Well,
that.
you could just start with like non-monogamous
Yeah.
couples are, and then just that first beat. Am I supposed to be funny also? I don't know. It's like I'm saying stuff and then the momentum is dead.
Say something nice about him. I don't know.
I said it was funny. I said the punchline thing.
I didn't believe you when you said it. Just kidding.
Oh.
No, you're very funny. What score would you give him out of 10? The whole numbers.
I have no frame of reference. I mean, I only have me.
5 is average. It's like a bell curve. Like it's very rare you'll see a 10. It's very rare you'll see a 1.
I felt like that was like a 6 at least.
Okay, 6. All right, Nina, how do you feel?
I really like the premise. I think it's really funny and it's an interesting point of view because I thought you were gonna say how non-monogamous couples are like the best.
Oh,
And I like
yeah.
that you said that they were miserable because I agree. I thought the first minute was really funny and strong. I think it's a great premise. I just think it needs a little bit of work and it needs to be a little shorter. Also,
Yeah.
I have short attention span, so maybe I'm just speaking for myself. I have a TikTok brain. But I liked it. I thought it was good. It was a solid 6 for sure.
Solid 6 from the kill. Cool. All right, we have 5, a 6, and a 6, which means your average score is the math. Noah, do you got the math on that? No, it's not 15.
43.
No, it's 15.6. Wait, no, 5.6, right? 5.6.
It's 17.
It's 7. No, you don't add them all up. It would make more sense to add them all up. That would be a lot easier. Then you wouldn't have to do math.
Yeah.
Holy shit, you're so smart. I keep it going for Nina for fixing the show, everybody. All right, you got 17, dude. You are now the leader for the show. You have a name tag sticking on that thing. If anybody beats your score, then just fucking right over. Yeah. 12, yeah. 17. 17. 17! All right, the next comedian. You guys ready for more comedy? Sorry, my brain's in a million places right now. The next comedian coming to the stage, I already pulled his name to make sure there was no repeats. Are you guys ready? Put your hands together right now for Mitchell Lipit, everybody! Keep it coming while he gets to the stage.
What's up, you guys? People constantly ask me, hey Mitchell, what is the hardest part about having a sex offender for a father? It's knowing he had the capacity to love a child. I am a Jewish man that decided to cut his hair to look like the boy with the striped pajamas. I know this is true because after I was done at the barbershop, the barber next to me dapped me up and he said, striped pajama looking ass, and that ruined my whole day. I started to think a lot about The Boy with the Striped Pajamas. It's a great movie. It's about a Jewish boy making friends with a Nazi through the fence. Little boys just becoming friends. And I get it. It's because I also would not want to make friends with a fellow Jew in the concentration camps. Can you imagine that? You'd have to be friends with their mother. Like, yes, Rachel, I get it. The schlep here was awful too. First question I'd ask every single time at the concentration camp, I'd be like, hey, I'm Mitchell, you're Ben, are your parents alive? No, we're gonna be the best of fucking friends. Are we keeping up with the Gypsy Rose Blanchard drama?
Yeah.
Yeah, we fans?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love her. She is the most down bitch I've ever seen. Because she's fighting for her man. I feel a lot of people don't fight for their partners anymore. She's up in his comment section on his Instagrams because people are giving him hate. And it's just like, why? This guy liked writing letters and everyone's like, that's creepy. I'm like, there's more creepy men in this room right now. Get off that man's back. She commented on one of the photos that he was getting a lot of hate on. She was like, hey guys, I just wanted to let you know I love this man. Hubby, don't listen to them. Love is love. And by the way, he's hitting this every night. Yeah, I said it. D is fire emoji. And I'm like, this is a down bitch right here. We could all only pray that our wives or girlfriends would come to our aid like that. I'm imagining I'm getting hate one day on a clip that blows up. She's like, hey guys, shut the fuck up. He's funny to me, okay? Please. All right, guys, that's my time. I've been Mitchell Lipit.
Keep it going for Mitchell. How long have you been doing stand-up, man?
2 years.
2 years. That was very good for 2 years. I definitely thought that was fantastic for 2 years. I thought you had a great opener. I was definitely locked in right away, and that's a really important thing. You know, you make me like you immediately. My feelings did change a little bit toward while that was going because I think the striped pajama joke, it needs a little bit of work. You know, I think it started to peter off, but I do like the way that you tell stories. I think you have a very dynamic voice in the way that you say things. You're using your face, you're using your hands. I liked what I seen. I think you were great. Make some noise for Mitchell Lipit, bro. Yeah, I think that was good. I'm gonna give you also, I'm gonna give you a 5.5. Give me a 5.5. How do we feel about 5.5? If I give a bad score, yell at me. Yeah. 5.5? Yeah. 6. What? They're saying 6.
The crowd wants a 6.
The crowd did. Yeah, but I said I'd listen. I didn't say I'd follow through.
Yeah, that was great. I agree. I think the opening was great. I really liked the concentration camp angle.
He said it on me. He said it on me.
I would just punch that up a bit tight. But yeah, the angle was super fun. It made the concentration camp fun.
He said it on me.
I think I'd give you a 6. I thought your stage presence was great. Your tight writing.
I really loved your opener. I love a good rape joke. It was really funny. It definitely caught my attention. I love the haircut joke. I thought that was really funny. I agree with the concentration camp thing. It was a good premise, but I think it needs a little bit of work. But it is a funny angle. He wrote those jokes. I like the gypsy joke. I think it's very topical, but I think it needs a little bit of work. I think it was missing a punchline, but I love that whole situation, so it was funny. I loved your performance as a whole. I like your stage presence, so I think a 6.5. For 2 years, for sure. And in general. He needs the calculator.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a little slow sometimes. But yeah, you just got an 18, which means you're at the top of the leaderboard right now. Slap that name tag right there on the top. I'll wait till you leave.
I can't do it. It's not ripping.
Oh man. Where's the concentration camp?
It's straight up stuck. I'm not even. Huh? It's going stuck. This was awesome.
Yeah, no, it was a good premise for sure.
Straight man. That is straight up
No,
stuck to the corduroy.
Take the shirt off and pull it.
That sucks for you, man. You're gonna need to bring that home.
Someone said to take the shirt off.
Yeah, just go ahead and get another one. Yeah, you should get another one and slap it. Yeah, just keep taking clothes off for Nina, everybody. All right, the next comedian coming to the stage, give him a warm welcome. Make some noise right now for Tim Ailly, everybody.
It's good. I'm working on a new transition for my jokes. When I say, Soldier Boy, tell him, you guys go, the truth, the truth. Let's try it out. Soldier Boy, tell him. The truth, the truth. All right. Okay, I didn't expect you guys to follow through. I'm 6'3". God gave me the body to go D1 for football. I really like cheeseburgers. I still do things that only D1 football players do. Like, I only fuck white bitches. And I beat them. Yo, I'm the first nigga to get up stage. If I didn't talk about white bitches, I'd be doing y'all a disservice. Soldier Boy, tell him. Oh, man. You guys know what's worse than being the only black kid at an all-white school?
What?
One of two black kids at an all-white school. The dynamic is nasty. You know? One of them, he gets forced into this Tupac type of character. You know? And the other has to be Obama. It's weird. Yeah, I was Obama, nigga. I still am Obama. I'm wearing a NASCAR shirt. With confidence. For real. Man, I remember like the day after Crank That dropped, right? The only other black kid came to class and he was like, you! I'm about to fall off the fucking stage. I had to be like, I told you not to do that shit. Stop trying to blow my cover. You hear me talking about Big Time Rush with Emma. It's crazy, man. We were both on the football team, obviously. His name was Brian Placide. They called him Plessy versus Ferguson. Oh, no. Shit. That's it, though. Thank you.
Keep it going. Keep it going for Tim Ailly, everybody. Yeah. All right, let's get into it. Where are you from, man?
I'm from Rockland, New York.
All right, for sure. Rockland's in the house. How long you been doing comedy?
About 3 years.
Word. Interesting. You've been telling them jokes the whole 3 times. Oh man. I feel like I want to like you. Your stage presence is likable, but the things that you said while you were up here it's very unlikable. It's like no, because like real shit is like maybe you make a joke about like hitting women. It's got to be one funnier, and two, I gotta know you don't do that for it to be funny.
Okay, look. I hear your criticism.
Yeah.
Can I be real though?
Yeah.
I think I know why you really don't like the joke.
Why?
Okay.
You strike me as a nigga that like Asian bitches.
Goddamn, he's good.
My score just went down 3 points. I'm not even gonna put my name tag on it.
If it was an Asian bitch, it'd be a very different story. I like women of all ethnicities. All right.
Why'd you look at me when you said that?
What?
You didn't even look at me in a loving kind of way.
Thanks for coming to the show, Nina. Really big fan. All right, yeah. So I think like the first like minute of setup, I didn't really know where it was going, but I did like the stuff about being like two black kids at the high school. I think that that's an interesting dynamic that I'd like to see like more out of you from you. So I don't know. I'm gonna give that one like a.
Hey, bro, don't give the score. Let all people say their opinion.
Yeah, fuck you, nigga. No, I'm playing.
Huh?
No? Okay.
All right.
At the end, the score give. No. Okay.
I hate immigrants so much. I'm just kidding. I am an immigrant. Jesus Christ. This motherfucker came in here, got one cerveza, and started trying to run shit. God damn. What the fuck? No. Everybody knows what they have their score written down. They know what they're not going to say. I'm not going to influence. God damn it. I love you, but don't do that shit again. Oh my God. Yeah, dude, I'm going to go ahead and give that one like a solid 3.
So it would it have been a 6 if I didn't say the Asian bitch?
No, bro.
I'm gonna give you a 5. I thought you were very funny. And then everyone will like me a bit more than they like. My scores were being totally influenced by him going first. I have like erased scores and then rewrote them twice. Once per comedian. Anyway, no, I bet your set would have gone like 40% better if you just opened with the one black kid thing and then did everything else the same.
Okay.
That joke was fun and very likable. And then you can hit women later. It's a joke, This is a good criticism, I think.
I don't know if you're done.
Oh, I'm done.
Okay, hi. I think you're super cute. I like that you wanted to include the audience. I just don't like the way you did it. I like the white bitches thing, but I agree with Demetrius. Like, if you're gonna do a joke about like domestic violence, it's gotta be worth it. Overall, I like your stage presence. I think you're super fun, but I just think your jokes need to be a little bit tighter and fluid. Like, they need to flow a little bit better. But I think it was a solid 5.
Good.
Solid 5, which means you got a total score of 13. Everybody clap Tim and Millie off the stage. Thank you for coming out. I really appreciate you. Come back. Love to see you do more. Are you guys ready for your next comedian? This one's number 4. Number 4, put your hands together right now for Conor Me, everybody. Keep clapping.
Hell yeah, I never win lottery type shit. What's up, y'all? I'm happy that there's more queer representation in the media, but I feel like they're doing it in a weird way. Have you guys heard about the trans M&M? The candy, not the rapper. Which that would be. Yeah, there's a trans M&M, which, like, that's not what we wanted. No one asked for that. For one, you're telling me those little freaks have genitals? Where are they? Are they fucking? That's disgusting. Are they like breaking open? Like, oh, like it's horrifying to think about. Like, we just wanted something relatable, like an old trusty lesbian that helps a protagonist move, like something real. Instead, they're like, what if we made Superman again, but this time he's a sloppy pig bottom? Save it for porn. I'm a queer person, if you can't tell by everything about me. But yeah, dating a Bushwick has been a lot of fun, but I keep tripping and falling into polyamorous relationships on accident. And it's really cool, but like some days I feel like I'm waiting in line for dick or pussy. I've been calling the concept communism. Something for everyone there. This is hard to say at an open mic, some of the comedians get a little jealous, but my parents both love me very much. Not relatable. I don't know who my nose rings are mad at. I think it's God, maybe. But growing up, I wanted to be a rapper because of Eminem. Now we're back on him. And then one day I rapped for my mom. She goes, you know what, Conor, I believe in you. And I want you to perform at Christmas. And I did. I went, look, if you had one shot, one opportunity to get everything, and then I never turned around and performed the entire thing was so much bigger, you would think that I owed child support. My rap career ended when my mom heard me dropping bars about beating the fuck out of my wife. Got canceled by the woke mom. That's a dumb joke. All right, I'm Conor Me, thank you.
All right, keep it going for Conor Me, everybody. How we feeling? Let her feel it. Thank you for coming out to the show, Conor.
bad.
Doing great. Me and Connor, we actually go way back, so this will be biased.
Yeah, I win, motherfucker.
Yeah, but that's why we have other people who
Right.
don't know her.
They don't
you
know me.
I liked you. So I think you're super likable. I thought the opener could also be a little bit stronger, but once again, delivery was good. You know, you weren't tripping over your words. You said everything with confidence. I like how you can brag on yourself a little bit. You know, I think you have a strong voice. You know who you are, so I like what you were doing. I'm gonna go ahead and give that one a. I'm gonna try what the boner told me to do. Let's wait for a score time.
Yeah, I thought you were great. You were very likable and compelling. If I can give just individual notes for the first joke, instead of like using the word weird in the setup,
Right.
if you could say almost any other word, because weird means there's nothing visual that comes to mind when you say weird. There's probably another way you could phrase it.
Right, I hear you.
The other thing, I thought the nose ring thing was great. And then for the joke where you do the song but you never turn around, what if you just literally do not turn around?
Just the whole song?
Yeah, I think it'll make that joke hit harder if you stay facing the other way and say.
Okay, I'll try it. I'll try it next time.
But yeah, very funny.
Thank you.
You criticizing her seems like white-on-white crime. I like it. I loved your set. I also thought the Eminem thing in the beginning was really funny. I just feel like maybe you should try to describe the fucking a little bit more.
Yeah.
Try for like a visual.
Right.
Because the visual is insane.
Yeah.
So just describing it. I loved your cum joke. You're very confident. You were very fast. You were like, I really liked your delivery. It was really solid. It was really funny and well put together.
Thank you.
Hey, so yeah, it's time for score time. I'm gonna give you a 6.2.
Oh, motherfucker, what the fuck?
5 is average.
Know each other. Okay, that's totally fine.
You made such a point to tell us we couldn't do decimals.
I changed my mind.
I know, and point two? Like,
Dude, well, because she fixed it. She was like, why are you dividing if it hurts your brain so much? And that's like, now it worked. We can go back to decimals. Would you like to add one?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I was gonna do 6, but now it's 6.1.
I gave you a 7.
thank you. I support women supporting women. Thank you.
7, that's a 19.3. You just took the leaderboard. 19.3. All right. Hell yeah, dude. Keep it going for your new champion as of right now. Go ahead and pull one. Oh, one fell out. All right. Put your hands together right now for Joey Hamburger, everybody. That's our 5th comedian of the night. We got 10 more after this. You coming up, Joey?
Keep it going for it.
My friend over this last year, he blew up. He got super famous on TikTok and Instagram out of nowhere, but like on Christian Instagram and Christian TikTok, he blew up as like a Christian influencer. And I was like, damn, man, that's crazy. Because, it's not that crazy, because if you think about it, back in the day, Jesus, he himself was also an influencer. And I was like, oh man, dude. I guess if what like an influencer is now is what to Jesus was then. I'm pretty happy we crucified the guy, right? I'm pretty happy we did that, right? That's a pretty good W for us, right? Pretty cool we did that. Because if I had been alive back then and they'd been like, who should we crucify? Barabbas or this guy who critiques recipe videos on TikTok? I'd be like, recipe guy! Now to a fucking cross! What's the most racist thing you've ever thought in your entire life? Say to the mic. No, just kidding. I do. I think my big 9/11 conspiracy is I think 9/11 was an accident, right? Have you guys ever flown a 757 through a city before? Have you ever flown a 757? It's pretty hard thing to do, guys. Pretty fucking hard to do to fly a 757 through a city. Imagine you hit a tower and your friends are flying a 757 through a city, and they're like, there can't be another fucking tower, right? There can't be another tower. On my way out here to move to New York, a goofy thing that happened to me was my dad's like an old school Minnesota guy. When I was moving out here, he bought me a gun as a housewarming gift to moving out here. It's like, you guys look at me and you guys know me for a couple minutes. You know I don't need a fucking gun in my life, right? I have a scar, 11 stitches on my left hand from cutting a bagel the wrong fucking way, right? What's gonna happen when I try to cut a bagel with a fucking gun, right? How many stitches am I gonna need? I don't know, I'm not a doctor, right? And I don't want it. I don't want this gun anymore. I want to get rid of it. And it's like, guys, we all know in America, very easy to buy a gun. You guys have no idea how fucking weird it is for me to return a gun, everybody. Because I gotta walk into a store with a fucking gun. What? How are we doing this? What? I walk in with a gun? What do? Do I hide it? Do I hide the gun? Do I hide it? Do I hide the gun? But then eventually I have to reveal the fucking gun. The only thing I could think to do is I put a note on the back of the receipt and I slid it to the lady at the register and it said, "Hey, I have a gun. I don't want to fucking use it." And I was wearing a mask and shit. It's fucking terrifying, man. Thanks, guys.
Keep it going for Joey Hamburger, everybody. Oh man, how do you feel?
That's bad.
You can talk to the microphone.
Yeah,
Thanks, man.
yeah.
How long you been doing comedy?
I've been here 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
Are you just trying out some new shit or something?
Yeah.
Dude, you don't want no money at all. You clearly need it bad. What are you doing? Yeah, man, that was, I don't want to be like mean on this show. That was kind of rough, dog. That was kind of rough. I thought the Jesus influencer as a premise thing is funny, but there's a lot of different ways that you can go about it. I feel like it's a good setup for like a lot of puns and jokes, but I didn't feel like it like hit the mark. So there's like legs with it, but I don't think that it was ready. Yeah. So, how do you feel?
No, I feel similarly. I thought several of your premises were very interesting and creative, but it was just a lot of setup for them. And then the premise like wasn't clear sometimes. Like I agree. I think Jesus as an influencer, and then I'm glad they crucified him because influencers are annoying. That's so fun, but I don't think it was like obvious that that's like what was supposed to be happening. Oh, and I like the return the gun thing. It didn't do well, but I
Didn't
liked
do well.
it. No, but I liked it. But my microphone was kind of off, so you didn't hear my laughing, which would have helped. But oh well.
I thought you had really funny ideas. I just think they were missing punchlines. So like as a whole, like the Jesus thing was funny. I liked the 9/11 conspiracy. I thought you were a good performer. I was a little scared, but I liked it. It was very unique, and it definitely like made everyone pay attention, whether they wanted to or not, which is always good. I just think the writing needs a little bit of work, but overall it was not as bad as you say it is.
That's why we got 3
And
judges.
I thought I was the
opinions.
bitch on the lineup.
I am a bitch, bro.
Wow.
I'll be. You should hear what it sounds like in here, dude. It's bad. Yeah, man. I'm gonna give you a 2.1.
3.
I give you a 4.
Sounds good.
Going for Joey Hamburger. He's come back. Thanks, man. All right, the next comedian coming to the stage. Put your hands together right now. I want you guys to loosen up before you come in, because you guys feel a little bit tight. Can we just fucking get loose, feel good? Feel good? Okay, this next comedian, give him lots of energy, give him lots of love. Put your hands together right now for Assanti, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Happy Black History Month. I think I found a way to solve racism. We just gotta sign a contract, like a compromise. White people and black people. Just sign it, never do nothing again, all right? So black people, on our part, what we could do is stop calling white people the devil so much. And white people, y'all gotta stop doing things that the devil would do. Like, that would help a lot. So I think we need to be like sharing cultures more. Cause niggas, if we get in trouble for like doing shit with white people that we not supposed to do. Like I had a white friend, I used to put a do-rag on him and take pictures of it. I didn't know I was supposed to do that. I just did it, in case he wanted to apply to college later. But I thought it was cool to share cultures. I gave him a do-rag, he got me addicted to Percocets. It was totally fine. It was a good time. I think I'm gonna stop smoking weed. This shit not fun no more. It's like medicine now. Ain't nothing fun about prescriptions. This shit ain't fun. Weed is like seriously a medicine. Like it can kill cancer cells. You know that? Weed can kill cancer cells. So I've been smoking splits with half weed and half tobacco, which causes cancer. So I can remind the weed what it's fighting for. You gotta give yourself cancer so your body know what cancer looks like. I got a lot of back to the white people. I got a lot of white friends from like doing comedy and shit. And I don't know why all y'all think y'all got autism, but you don't. This shit, it don't just fall out the sky. You just like trains. There's nothing wrong with liking trains. Cut the fuck out. I'm sorry if I'm being loud. I got a little bit of a headache because they was doing construction right outside my window this morning. They was digging up the Jewish tunnels. They woke me up and shit. I don't know why it's still cool to hate Hasidic Jews, but it sucks. We can't hate like Israel and shit because there's so much going on, but everybody's like, yeah, fuck Hasidic Jews. I like these motherfuckers. My car broke down, they helped me push it. They cool. I don't got no problems with them. They a community, they stick together, they put food in each other's bellies, money in each other's pockets, and we just look at them and go, that's a stupid ass hat. I gotta go. Was that 1 minute? A minute. Shit, I gotta have another joke, don't I, motherfucker? Shit. I want a fucking midget. I ain't never did it, bro. And I know you're supposed to call them little people, but when you call them little people, you notice you don't never see them nowhere. When's the last time you seen one? I swear to God, it's like Candyman. You gotta go in the mirror, turn the light off, and go midget, midget, midget. And you pop out. I started saying midget. Now I'm getting invited to midget parties and shit. I got invited to a midget strip club. That shit was cool as fuck. Everything was half off, appetizers, drinks. It was a fun time. All right, thank you.
All right, keep it going for Assanti, everybody. All right, that was great, man. How long? Where are you from? How long have you been doing comedy?
I'm from Philly. I've been doing it like about 6 years now.
Hell yeah, Philly in the house. Nobody's from any of the places where the comics are from. I like what you were doing. I think that was the first 2 minutes was fantastic. I think the opener was fantastic. Your delivery was fantastic. You know how to tag your jokes as well, which is important. Like you got us laughing and you kept us laughing. Great tags, interesting premise. The weed joke was super fun. I like it a lot. I think I'm gonna I think I've heard a little bit of the little people joke about not seeing them no more before. I'm not sure as to where, but I did like everything else that I have seen in the set. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give that one a 7.2.
Thanks. Did you hear like another person say that? Because I was just throwing it out.
Yeah, no, I think I've. Have you guys heard this premise before?
Did you hear it in Canada? Because that don't count.
Hey, I don't know. We can check with it. Literally, all these people, all they do is watch comedy all the time. Have you heard this joke before?
Yeah, I'll throw it out of this.
Have you?
Bullshit.
No.
Say yes or no loud.
No.
No? All right, maybe I'm lying. All right, yeah, cool.
Yeah, I thought your writing was great, super tight. I laughed at every joke, and it was fast paced. Yeah, I thought it was good. 7.
I really liked your set too. I love the devil. I love the do-rag bit. That was a hilarious visual. I love the Percocet, the weed. I thought you were quick, fast. I love the autism thing. The Jew tunnel was very timely. The only thing I didn't like, it's not that I didn't like it, was a midget joke, because I feel like it was, it just was missing something.
It is.
But,
it's not done.
but other than that, I thought it was really funny. You were great. I like your stage presence. 7.5.
Thank you. You got some very right teeth.
Thank
Is
you.
it, should I stop eating bacon?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, yeah, dude, you just got a 21.7. You took the leaderboard. I know you did that shit. All right, 21.7. Write this down right here. Next comedian coming to the stage is, thank you. It's gonna be Aloa Fary, everybody. Aloa Fary. That's comedian number 7. We got 8 more.
Oh man. Let's give it up for your host, man. He's dope. He's dope. You guys are crushing it. You guys are fucking crushing it. I'm tired of Black History Month already. Is anybody else? I am tired of Black History Month. I keep running into this comedian that has vitiligo. And for anybody that doesn't know what vitiligo is, it is a disease where your skin color progressively changes. And this comedian keeps telling black jokes out the wazoo, just N-word after N-word after N-word, and he's using the hard R. He's using the hard R, just nigger. And I'm like, I think you're losing your melanin pretty fast there. By this time next year, you're not gonna be able to tell these jokes at all. That shit's fucking me up, man. And I spoke to him afterwards, just to check myself, right? And I'm like, you got vitiligo? He's like, yeah. You're a Nigerian? I'm like, excuse me? He's like, you're a Nigerian, right? You're that Nigerian comedian. I'm like, Nigerian. That's what I said. You're that Nigerian comedian. I'm like, I'm Nigerian, yes. It's like, yeah, your parents are from Nigeria. I'm like, parents are from Nigeria, yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, man. I'm like, damn, bro. Didn't even know what else to say to him. I just walked away. Only reason he knows I'm Nigerian is because I'm top 5 Nigerian snowboarders in the world.
Wow.
Yeah. Out of 5 Nigerian snowboarders in the world. I think it's pretty cool. My mom doesn't think it's that cool. You know, they bring us here and they just want us to grow up and become doctor, lawyer, engineers. It's all one word, doctor, lawyer, engineer, right? So I told her I snowboard. She's like, "Ah, congratulations! My son is a skateboarder now. All of your peers are graduating from medical school, but you're skateboarding." I'm like, "Mom, I'm a snowboarder, all right? It's a lot more expensive. It's not that cheap." You know, my dad's like, you know, although you did not become a doctor, I think it's pretty cool that you're doing stand-up comedy. You know, I have a joke for you. Dad, I got my own jokes, man. You will tell this joke. Why did the mother disown the child? I don't know, Dad, why? Because he chose to become a stand-up comedy. I'm like, thanks, Dad. But no, my parents are cool. Anytime I tell people that I snowboard, they're like, "Oh, no wonder you talk so white." I'm like, that's a politically questionable thing to say, right? What does it mean to talk white? No? I speak like this to ensure that I'm articulating everything that I want to be understood, so there's the least likelihood for a misunderstanding. You understand? So I don't understand how that warrants talking white, like, at all. Like, if I were to do a white voice, I feel like it sound more like, "Oh, wow, dude. Oh, wow, bruh. I joined in. Heard of. Bringing a goddamn mic." No. That's my time.
Keep it going for all of everybody. All right, he done broke our microphone. That is crazy. You lucky it's Black History Month, bro. It's okay. We might have to just put it on the stand afterwards. Don't worry about it. How long you been doing comedy? Where are you from?
Oh man, I'm from Brooklyn, born and raised.
Yes, sir, Brooklyn.
Doing comedy about 7 years now.
Hell yeah, 7 years from Brooklyn. I thought I like your style of storytelling. All right, stop fucking with that mic stand, goddammit. It's taking enough damage. Just leave it alone. Just leave it. All right, cool. Yeah, I thought like the premise with the I don't know if I'm black enough to even say it, especially not the way you said it. You talking about I don't know what a white voice sound like. You heard you said you definitely you can't say that word like that. That came from somewhere dangerous. That wasn't. It was rough. I thought it was a good premise, but I thought that you could shorten it. I really thought the snowboarding thing was interesting. And, the immigrant parent doesn't want their kid to be a stand-up thing. Like, we've seen that, like, that happens. And that's a real experience. That doesn't mean you can't talk about it, but I would like to see you talk about it in a greater length, make it more individualistic, except for just, like, the impression of your father, which was great. Overall, your performance was really good, but I think you could tighten it up, punch it up a little bit. I'm going to give you a 4.5. 5.2, changed it. 5.2.
Yeah, I thought, normally I'm big on punchlines per minute, and, like, at the beginning you were a bit slower, but you were so, like, compelling and you built suspense so well that I didn't think it mattered. You know, it was almost like you were, like, sort of, pulling the suspense tighter and tighter, and then you released it and it has a bigger impact. And then the joke in the middle, the one can't say it, but that one, the tags, like the first punch hit, but then you just kind of kept saying that word again and again as the tag instead of heightening it or changing it or anything. So that would be my only big note. But I thought you were such a compelling performer that it didn't really matter. So I would say 6.5.
I agree with both of them. I thought the beginning was a bit slow. I thought maybe if you started with the snowboard stuff, it would be would get people's attentions more. Like he said about the immigrant stuff, look, we've all brown people, black people kind of have the similar experiences. I like the ending of like the white people stuff. It's very Donnell Rawlings. He does a whole bit about like singing like white people do. It reminded me of that. It was really funny. I really like your stage presence though. You're very likable, so I give you a 6.
We got a 5.2, a 6.5. Fuck me, this microphone.
Dick, dude. All right, 5.2, 6.5, and a 6. So I don't think you got the, you didn't get the record there, but you were close. That was great. Make some noise for everybody. All right, let's keep it going for your next performer. It is either Joan Clarity or it's Zoan Clarity. Please say your name so we're not to be disrespectful.
It's Joan Clarity. I just have really fucked up handwriting. And I keep my J's upside down.
Yeah, make some noise for Joan Clarity, everybody. Let's hear it.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn on my voice memo so I can remember this moment forever with all my new best friends. My name's Joan, as I said. There's not really many young people named Joan anymore. Most of us have been burned at the stake, so feels good to be here. We're in Brooklyn, so I'm gonna do a pronoun check real fast. You guys mind? I use she, they pronouns. If you don't understand what this means, because it can be confusing, I use she when women and children are being saved first, and I use they when I'm actually just 2 kids in a trench coat. It's really fun. Since we're in Bushwick, Williamsburg, can I talk about sex? Can I talk about sex? Guys might not know this, but you're supposed to pee after sex. Found out recently, you're supposed to also pee before sex. So how much water am I supposed to be drinking during sex? Are we supposed to be doing water breaks? And what if I'm in a piss play? Then do I have to do it at all? Even if he's the one pissing on me? My grandma's been divorced. Don't worry, it's more sex, it's just grandma now. My grandma's been divorced 3 times, which is enough times that they just give you a punch card, and the 4th divorce is free. So she's dating again. She's dating a guy named John. I don't like his name because it's a bit too close to mine. It's not a lot like me, though. You see, he has one hand, and then the other hand is a claw. And my grandma recently had to get ovarian surgery because she might have cancer up there. But I'm just thinking, why didn't you just let John kind of claw machine it out? You guys did not like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. You guys like media, though? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna win this back, you guys. I'm gonna win this back. I was watching the Scooby-Doo movie recently. The real-life one. Have you seen it? Yeah. You've seen it? He hasn't seen it. If you haven't seen it, it's like porn, but if you took out all the sex. It's the same vibe. It's incredible. I believe they wrote it by giving an AI all the porn intros and outros, and then just said, write a full-length PG comedy for kids. My favorite part of the Scooby-Doo movie is they need to get Scooby-Doo through an airplane. So they don't dress him up like a fucking service dog. They dress him up like a woman by just giving him a dress and a hat. And that's enough, even in a post-9/11 TSA, to get through no questions asked, even though he's a brown dog. Kind of incredible. I'm gonna end there. I'm Joan.
Keep it going for Joan, everybody. Is there any more to the Scooby-Doo joke? Is there like...
There is.
How much more?
I don't feel really good about that at all.
Oh.
So that's me. It's longer. I kind of wish that I did not do how I did.
It's okay, you did great. How do you guys think you did? I think you did good.
No,
right? Don't hate on yourself so bad. Let us do that part, you know?
I do though, because I didn't want to talk about my name, but it felt right. And
How long have you been doing comedy?
I've been doing that's a weird question. I feel like because I've been doing like stand up. Like I'll go to a mic every day for the last 5 months, but I've been doing like comedy on TikTok for like the last 2-3 years, where I have a following. Like I've done improv. Like you know what I mean.
Yeah, but it's still a different thing. I mean, it's 5 months doing stand-up comedy. I thought that was pretty strong for 5 months. You know, I like what you were doing. I like your jacket. I like your silly style. I wrote down piss joke because I think that one needs a little bit more tightened up. I felt everybody kind of getting into the Scooby-Doo joke. though. I feel like you were definitely winning people over on that. Your delivery was good as well, you know. Yeah, I didn't hate what I saw at all, so stop bragging on yourself, nervous white woman.
Yeah, the thing, I thought the Scooby joke, the intro to it was very funny, but then you didn't give any examples. You were just like, Scooby's like a porn without the
I know,
sex.
there's so much more to that bit that I just didn't do. Honestly, I hated what I did up here, and I feel really nervous. The entire
It's okay. Everybody likes you. Everybody likes
you.
you.
Know when you do stand up and you're just like so self-conscious, it's like
Every
you can
single
literally
day.
like you're out of your own body and you're watching like you know what I mean, but you're not actually feeling that.
You've sort of like 8 Mile us, and I can't do any.
I was just being honest.
I give her a 10 now.
And that's why no one likes a female comic.
I do.
She'll say how she feels.
You like female comic won last week. It's not that type of show, dude. But you know what? For 5 months doing what you're doing, I feel like I'm gonna give you a 4.5. Yeah, 4.5. That was good.
You've been doing comedy 5 months. You should be a little easier on yourself. I've been doing it 4 years and I still cry all the time when I don't like my set. So please don't be so hard on yourself. It's hard. I just you did great for a few months. I think your writing needs a little bit of work.
I'm sorry, that was really bad.
No, it wasn't at all.
It wasn't bad. Everybody thinks it.
I think you have such an interesting vibe. You're very cute. You're very fun. I loved your opening joke about the I'm a she when it's women and children first, because fuck these men. No, I love the Scooby-Doo bit. I think you should start with that next time and try to dive into that a little bit more. Overall, I thought you did great. And I'm gonna give you a 4.
You did great, dude. Come back, hit the pen, get to writing, come back, let's see you in
Say my name right next time.
All right, now she hates me. All right. Keep it going for Joan Clarity, everybody. All right, I'm coming back into the bucket to get a random name. Hopefully it wasn't someone who was already drawn. All right, put your hands together right now for Mike Petrella, everybody.
What's going on, everybody? Oh, this thing is whatever. Yeah, I'm not that smart of a guy. Like when I was a kid, I used to confuse Vietnam and Vermont. I thought they were the same thing. I was like, wait a minute, that place where everybody goes to ski, there's a jungle there? What the? There's like Asians in there with guns. We were at a war in there for like 15 years. What the hell? I remember in like 4th grade, my teacher, Mr. Barr, was a Vietnam War veteran, and I remember coming into class all pumped up, and I was like gonna ask him about it. I was like, "Hey, Mr. Barr, did you fight in Vermont?" He was like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "Vermont, you know, like it was like the military was there for forever. Forrest Gump was there. It was in the movie. Like, what?" He was like, "Are you talking about Vietnam?" And I was like, "What the hell is that?" I was sitting at a bar. And I was kind of drunk, and I almost got in a fight with a guy over whether or not we should have Medicare for all. And the only problem with that situation was that it was in a Whole Foods. Like, I like going to bars. Like, I like that we can get a beer at the movie theater now. Like, I like Taco Bell Cantina. That's good. But we gotta draw the line at bars at supermarkets. That's just, there has to be rules. There has to be rules. Nobody should be leaving the supermarket and be asked like, "Hey, are you okay to drive home?" It's a little bit much. I'm gonna look at my notes. The first one to look at his notes. Woo! Yeah, I've been living in Bushwick for like 2 years now, and like I'm kind of sick of it, dude. Like Bushwick is like, gentrification's bad enough, but Bushwick's become like Mecca for like people that just don't pick up after their dogs. Like, it's insane. Like you're doing like hot lava, like skipping over dog shit out, walking around Bushwick. It's unbearable, dude. I just look at all those fucking like new high-rise condominium buildings, and I'm just like, man, like we gotta get a Maoist revolution in here, because it's those fuckers that are doing it. You know what I mean? It's those fucking like trust fund, fake laptop job kids dropping their shit everywhere. I'm gonna close on one more because I got the light. I'm glad that Marvel movies are like kind of going away. Like there was like a point in time where those movies were like actually like reviewed like real movies. Like critics would use words like gritty, realistic to describe them, and like I'm like, well, what are you? Those are movies for babies. Like
You don't want to see gritty or realistic Avengers, dude, because gritty realistic Avengers is the Avengers get contracted by the U.S. government, sent to the Gaza Strip to just wipe every living thing out over there. Sequel is Tehran. Avengers 3, Pyongyang, North Korea. That's my time. Thanks.
Keep it going for Mike, everybody. All right, how do you feel, Mike? Where are you from? How long have you been doing it?
I have a hemorrhoid, so that's why that went bad.
Reparation age, dude.
I'm from Allentown, Pennsylvania.
All right,
yeah.
Yeah, we finally got one person.
Yeah.
All right, how long have you been doing comedy?
Just under a year and a half.
Just under a year and a half, all in New York?
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like an idiot.
Well, I mean, I like the Vermont joke. I thought it could have ended stronger. You know, you could just don't abandon your premises. You know, try to see how much you can milk out of it. Compare and contrast the two. You know, talk about what's in Vermont. I don't know. Like if you can draw some parallel.
Yeah.
You know, I think I wish I could make a parallel joke because something happened with that. All right, never mind. But yeah, if I could see more of that, I would have liked it. I would have said don't look at your notes while you're on stage if you can. You know, try to memorize what you're doing before you come on stage. Don't acknowledge the light when you're on stage. You are a little shifty, but I like it. I feel like it worked. You know what I mean? He's like a little crab, just going back and forth. I do like that. You know, I think there's a lot of potential here for a year and a half. I think that was pretty strong. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and give that one. I'm gonna give that one a 4.3.
Ooh.
4.3.
Yeah, I
thought that was gonna be a 2.
I think you're funny and very likable. I have a similar note. I thought all your premises were interesting, but they all just needed way more tags. And the potential for tags was there. If you Demetrius was saying, if you literally just did a Venn diagram of Vermont things and a Venn diagram of Vietnam things, you could get like 10 tags out of that.
Sweet.
And I felt that with the realistic Avengers too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just more tags. But I thought you were funny and very likable, so I'll say 5.
Cool. Oh, cool.
I thought you were super fun. I really love the drunk at Whole Foods idea. That's a funny visual. Also, another note, just like a comedian hack, don't mention your notes. And if you do need to write stuff down, because I do it all the time, I would suggest a hack is writing things on your hands. That way when you're just performing, you could just quickly go like that. So that way you don't have to take the audience out of the experience. Maybe slow down a little bit. I really do like that you're shifting. You're kind of like a mess up there, but it's not you know what I mean. Stop it, guys. Fuck you guys. I thought you were super fun. Overall, I just thought your writing needs a little bit of work and just a little bit more memorizing. And overall, you were great, especially for just a year in. I give you a 4.
Great, thank you.
All right, keep it going for Mike, everybody. All right, this is now our 10th comedian, so we got 5 more after this. Once he gets off stage, put your hands together right now. Make some noise for Amir Arad, everybody. Keep clapping for him till he gets to the stage. Keep it going for him, everybody.
Hey, keep it going for all the other comics, everybody. Come on. I got a buddy. And he thinks I love him because I check up on him every week without fail. But it's only because he started vaping 5 years before I did. And I just want to see how much time I have left before I got to see a doctor. I did quit vaping recently because he died. But I quit vaping, and I remember when I quit, I wanted to look up withdrawal symptoms. So I looked up nicotine withdrawal symptoms. And all the results were from tobacco, quit tobacco and stuff. So I changed it to vaping nicotine withdrawal symptoms. And the first result was from smokefreeteens.gov. And Google asked me if I wanted to turn on safe search and parental controls. I was like, I'm a fucking loser. Jesus Christ. Google was basically does Wibble Baby have a nicotine addiction? Is Wibble Baby addicted to Fisher Price cigarettes? I'm not from New York, I'm from Rochester, which is upstate. I'm from a little town called Penfield. If you don't know Penfield, it is a Latin word for white people. It's about all we have there. I remember roll call in class was always weird because the teacher, she called on Jonathan. She looks for Jonathan. She calls on Aaron. She looks for Aaron. She calls on Amir and just makes direct eye contact with me. And she's like, I hope I didn't butcher your name. I'm like, I did not say here yet. I grew up Muslim, so I remember I'd see a lot of words in the news about Islam growing up that I wouldn't really understand, and then sometimes I'd use them at school a little inappropriately. I remember one time the teacher asked us what we did over the weekend,
And this one kid said he got baptized. And the teacher was like, that's great. She was very proud of him. I wanted to one-up this kid. I didn't know what this word meant at the time, but I was like, this weekend, my family radicalized me. Because I thought it meant something cool. I was like, radical Islam, you know, we're going to go surfing and read the Quran and have a good time. But no, the teacher called my parents very upset. My parents were like, that's not until you're older. Man, you're going to have to wait a little bit for that one. I remember we had one teacher, I'm not going to say any names, but Mrs. Rodas she had half a finger amputated. She had like a little nub. And sometimes if you were talking too much in class, she would come up to you and she would just start like rubbing you with the nub. I don't know if you've been touched by the ghost of someone's finger before, but you shut up immediately. I turned 21 recently, and it's weird being 21 because it means I was born after 9/11, which is crazy for some people to think about. Like, I was born after 9/11, but people treated me like I was there my whole life. But no, I was born about 8 months after 9/11, so do the math. I was conceived at the after party. Yes. All right, that's my time. Thank you.
Keep it going for Amir, everybody. That was fantastic. That was great, man. How long have you been doing comedy?
I started when I was 19, so like 2 years.
2 years, all in New York?
I just moved here like a month ago. I did it all in upstate New York.
Well, welcome. I mean, I'm sure we're happy to have you. I think we all like what we saw. That was great, man. That was great. I thought that you were super likable, man. The more you were talking, the more people like you. Everybody needs to loosen the fuck up in this room a little bit because it took them a while to get going. But I feel like once you got them going, then everybody was on your side. There's no way you're 21. That's your. That's crazy, dude. You're for sure 47. But that was a fun joke. Ghost of someone's finger is so funny. I'm sorry, that was fucking hilarious, dude. I loved everything that I saw.
Yeah, I thought your writing was really tight. It just seemed like you were like sort of nervous at the beginning.
I was. I smoked weed before this, and I shouldn't have. But I got used to it.
Yeah, it seemed like as soon as you had the radical Islam joke hit big, then you relaxed, and then everything hit. And I think you probably would have just crushed the whole time if you just were more comfortable.
Yeah.
But it was very funny. I'd say 7.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really liked everything. I loved the ending. The 9/11 thing was the funniest for sure.
Assalamu alaikum. Higher score, yeah.
Hey. I wrote down Nub, which I also thought was hilarious. I liked the radical. I thought the beginning was just a little slow, and I think it was just because you were nervous. But I thought your writing was super tight. I really liked it. You're very likable. You're really cute. I gave you a 6.
Ooh, okay. Hey, I'm gonna give you a 7.2.
Whoa.
He said 8, bro. I don't know. He said that. He's not a fucking
It's okay. No, I love you, dude. Thank you for being one of the 3 people that bought a tickets for this show. Sorry for that. Yeah. All right. What do you think?
I said 7.
I lied. I said it.
You lied at 7. Yes. Oh shit! So that it gets you at a 21.2. You almost took this home. I just want to let you know that. Almost. You're 0.5 off, but that was a fantastic set. So let him feel some fucking love. All right. You guys ready for your last 5 comedians? How you feeling? You good? We good? I'm going back into the bucket, everybody. I'm going to pull out a rando. Hopefully that person's been done already. Another rando has been done already. You see what happens when you spend money at this show. It works out for you. This is where I grabbed him earlier. Make some noise right now for Micah Stein, everybody.
Keep it going for yourselves, great crowd. No big deal, it's actually Micah Stein, as a short for Mikael Avraham Stein. So, yes, I do have IBS and strong opinions about the violence in Gaza. But don't worry, they're the right opinions. They're the right opinions, guys. I'm black and Jewish, okay? So, I know what I'm talking about, right? I'm black. My people are oppressed. I'm Jewish. I won't shut up about it, okay? I know what it's talking about. No, but I am an anti-Zionist Jew, okay? I'm an anti-Zionist Jew. I'm just saying it for the points. But I am. It's not an easy thing to become, right? It requires a lot of unlearning, right? Becoming an anti-Zionist Jew is kind of like discovering Santa Claus colonized the North Pole. And he's keeping all the indigenous elves in an open-air toy factory. Yes, it's dark. I think it's important, though, for Jewish comedians to talk about it right now. We do. We have to. Jewish comedians, we got to tell all the Holocaust jokes we can. well, it's still considered punching up, okay? We're running out of time. I do love being black and Jewish, okay? My vibe's kind of like Drake if you ever read a book. Or Doja Cat if she liked black people. That's what I bring to the table. Being black and Jewish is a very American combination, right? Something that can only happen here. Like deep fried Oreos. Or toddlers with guns. You know, that can only happen here. I like American history. My favorite show's Finding Your Roots. You guys know the genealogy show, Finding Your Roots? They do like 23andMe tests on celebrities. A couple years ago, Larry David was on Finding Your Roots. And they actually discovered that his ancestors in America were slave owners. So it looks like the David family was living pretty good. Okay. Okay. You guys know we have a censorship problem in this country? Yeah, we do, right? Like in Florida, you can't say gay. But you can get married at Disney World. Yo, how else am I supposed to describe getting married at Disney World? That does not seem fair. Okay. We do have a censorship problem, though. You guys know the cartoon dog Bluey? Australian dog show Bluey? Bluey's censored here in America. Can you believe this Disney show? Censored here in America. It's true. Last year, Bluey's dad made a joke about getting a vasectomy, and here they just cut it off. But last week, I saw Chase from Paw Patrol shoot another unarmed black man. So, I don't know, this country can get his priorities straight. Okay, y'all make some room for the noise. Get up there.
Keep it going for Micah, everybody. How do you feel, Micah? How do you feel? Talking to the microphone, please. Stay here. How do you feel?
I feel good.
All right, sick, man. Sick. How are you from and how long you been doing it?
I'm from Dallas. I've been doing this 5 years.
Hell yeah. The stars at night.
Big and bright, for sure.
Yeah.
That's how they see you. That's how they get you.
Yeah. Right off the bat, you know, I'm gonna respect the try on Israel-Palestine jokes. I respect anybody who's like trying to make funny out of the situation because I know that it's not easy. I think people tighten up a little bit because the joke could have used a little bit of tightening up, but you know, that takes balls, so I do respect that. I think that you could slow down a little bit in the beginning. I think that was part of it. You might have been a little bit nervous while you were telling it, but you were kind of speeding through your stuff. You did slow down more as you were going through your set to let like more of your punchlines hit. Didn't love the Disney gay joke. It wasn't for me. It just wasn't for me. And then the Australian dog, it's very niche. That's all I'll say. I bet maybe if I watched it, I'd love it. But you know, I think that you are a talented performer. So I did like what I see, and I want to see more from you.
Yeah, I appreciate. I thought your punchlines per minute was really good. Like you were, you know, always saying a punchline, and you kept the setups brief. How long have you been in New York? If you don't mind asking. Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah. All right. I wasn't expecting you to say that. Yeah, I don't know. I just yeah, like I said, I liked your rate of punchlines. I thought some of the punchlines were a bit weaker. The gay thing. So yeah, I'd just say 5.
I really liked your opening. I thought the jokes on Gaza were very brave, and I love being an anti-Zionist Jew, my favorite. I loved the Drake line. I thought it was really funny. I liked the Doja Cat line. I thought it was fun. I thought you kept it moving. I thought you were very aware when something wasn't working. You moved on quickly, which is very hard to do. I noticed that when you did the gay joke, it didn't hit as well as the other ones, but you kept it moving. I thought your writing was really solid. I gave you a 7.5.
7.5. I gave him a 5.5. He got a 5 from Nick. Didn't get the jackpot, but you were fantastic. Make some noise for me, everybody. All right, how are you guys feeling? Are you all right? You ready for your next comedian? You still got some energy in you? Hell yeah, this shit is for $113, let me remind you. All right, so put your hands together right now for Brad Richard, everybody.
Yo, what's up? Comedians are liars. I've seen all you come up. It's crazy because we'll be like, oh, this happened the other day, this happened last week. It really happened like 4 years ago. Last time we had an original thought, right? I was actually at the show, and you know, we like to lie about our credits, so we have more clout and stuff, right? You know, like I was watching this guy who was like, this next comic coming to the stage, you've seen him on NBC. I was like, he was on To Catch a Predator. I don't think that counts. Don't do it if you hid in the bushes. That's all I'm saying. I haven't seen a movie in theaters since 2014. Last movie I went and saw was the Ghostbuster remake. Everyone said, don't go see it. It's going to ruin your childhood. I was like, I don't know about that, but I went into, ooh. Not gonna lie, it kind of did ruin my childhood. Not because all the cast members were female. I just saw my dad there with his other family, which was Papa, no! Okay. Turned 32 recently. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I can tell my body's changing because now I have to take a lactate before I suck my girl's titties. Used to be like, oh, Brad's been in the bathroom for more than 5 minutes. Brad has cocaine. And I was like, oh, Brad's been in the bathroom for more than 5 minutes. Brad had dairy. Been told I rub people the wrong way. But to be fair, no one asked for a massage at Panera Bread. You pick 2, back and boobies. Broccoli cheddar on that ass. Okay. Growing up with an Asian mom is hard. I don't have one. People have just told me. No, I don't know. I like to make fun of everyone for any reason. That's how I show love to my friends. You know, like I'll make fun of my gay friends for being gay. Obviously, easy. I'll make fun of my straight friends for pretending to not be gay. And then I'll make fun of my Jewish friends for nothing because I want to make it in show business. But oh, too many in the room. Oh, South Williamsburg. I thought we were on the north side. I thought we were in Greenpoint. My bad. Okay. Now, I'll talk about Israel-Palestine for a second, at your request. It's crazy. I'm from the Midwest, so like when I moved out here to the East Coast, everyone was educated. They had an opinion. They're like, you know, free Palestine for this reason. Israel should be its own state for this reason. I'm from Chicago. I went back to Chicago. I asked them what they thought, and they were like, deep dish is better. Put more cheese on it. Make it thick like a sponge. Okay. Here's my impression of George Bush in New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina. Good night, peace. Okay.
Hey, keep it going for Brad, everybody. Man, that was fun. You really living up to the Brad name. I love it. You're the most Brad motherfucker I've ever seen. It was great. Yeah, dude. First off, I'm gonna say that you are a funny person. I think he is funny. He's funny. Everything that he do, it is funny. I think the writing could be a little tightened up a little bit. You can hold the microphone to your mouth. It was far away from it at the beginning, but I mean, I thought it was like a good pace. It was silly. You use good faces. Like you got good energy while you're on stage. You're doing a lot of things that I do like. I like the voices. I like the dairy joke. I thought that was funny. I think you could set it up in a different way to make it hit harder. Cause something about taking a lactate before you suck on titties, that's funny to me. I like that. I like that. So I liked a lot of the things that you were doing. Definitely above average performance. I'm gonna give you a 6.2.
I thought you were a good performer. This could just be a personal taste thing. I don't love comedy about comedy, especially if you're to start. I mean, I guess you're playing too many comedians, so if that was deliberate for that, okay. But I think it kind of takes people out of it. Holding the mic closer. I really appreciate how hard you would swing at the voices and act outs. That's fun. Although some of the voices, I wasn't sure like what the voice was of. It was just a different voice than how you talk. You're like when you're like, oh, now he's in cocaine. I was like, who was saying that like that? But overall very fun. Yeah, sure.
I mean, one's just like a voice, and then the other's like a different voice.
That's what I said.
Fucking got you, dude. You're dumb right now. Good shit, bro.
Anyway, no, but overall very fun. I would say 5.
Do you have Tourette's?
No.
Oh, you look like you have Tourette's. I didn't know if you had it or not. I thought I didn't. No, I was being like, I'm being for real.
I mean, I can if you have like a hiring position or
no.
something.
If you were just being silly, I loved it. I love a silly comedian, and I'm not taking it too seriously. So I love the voices, the act outs. It was kind of retarded. I loved it.
Yeah.
It was all over the place. I think your writing could be a little tighter, but overall, I thought you were really fun to watch. You were definitely not boring at all. People were paying attention whether they wanted to or not. I also agree with the whole like don't take people out of the experience about talking about being a comedian. But it's all comedians in here anyway, so we know what's going on. I liked it a lot. I'll give you a 6.
Thank you. Yeah. Got a 6. Didn't get the jackpot, but still very good. All right. Keep it going for Brad, everybody. Keep it going for Brad. All right. You ready for your 13th comedian of the night? Make some noise. Get rowdy. Make some noise right now for Anthony Santino, everybody.
How's it going? Very good. I live over here. I live in Brooklyn. I was driving under the BQE the other day, and somebody had an Elizabeth Warren campaign sticker, like a bumper sticker. So I was driving behind a time traveler, obviously, and but I was just like, that's a bit much because like Elizabeth Warren ran for president like 5 years ago. You know, that's like rubbing it into Elizabeth Warren. I'm like, right? Like, haven't Native Americans been through enough? You know, like, anyway. Yeah, some of you watch the news. All right, that was confident. I was in Italy not long ago. I went to Italy with my mom. That's what you do when you're single. And my mom was nervous in Italy, dude. She thought everybody was gonna pickpocket her. She went to bed with her hands in her pockets. I was like, you gotta chill. But she's a great woman. She did one annoying thing though. Like I would always order Ubers for us. And if the neighborhood was quiet and the Uber took too long, she would get like nervous and start yelling. She'd just be like, I don't like this neighborhood, Anthony. It's desolate. I'm like, Mom, you're waking up the criminals right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, right? Like the Italian bad guys are gonna wake up from their naps and be like, oh look, a victim. You know, like, let's take her money. You know, like. And my mom, like I'm Italian, and my mom's Irish, so like they beat the spaghetti marinara out of her. They don't care. But we also went to a wedding in Ireland. Yeah, I was going through a breakup too, and Irish food is so terrible, dude. Like, you think going through a breakup is bad? Try having Irish food on top of that. That shit does not hit. It's like, dude, that's why like leprechauns are short, because they're like, I'm not gonna eat, I'm not gonna fucking grow, dude. Stay on this side of the fucking rainbow, you know? Be one of them short fuckers, no NBA for me, you know, you get it. But yeah, what else? I matched with a Saudi Arabian girl on one of the dating apps recently. Her dad's actually a prince, probably, but the thing was this, I'm not kidding about this, on her profile, she said one of her goals for the year was to hijack a golf cart. I was like, you could have used a different word, you know, like borrow, steal, you know what I'm saying? Basically, I'm more attracted to her now for that move. But here's the thing: that word's not proprietary. You can be from anywhere in the world. Use the word hijack. Just like save it for the coffee date, so I can at least give my opinions on the plan. We can get into it together. Okay, that one is Newark. You get it. Newark, New Jersey. And last thing, real quick: any dog people in the room? Make some noise. Woof woof. Yeah. Cool. Nice. I'm allergic, but I think it's cute when like people go up to like dogs like, oh, who's your good boy, right? Like that's sweet. But when people go up to like female dogs and they're like, good girl, it's like, it's a little predatory, right? You know? It's like, who's your good boy? And they're like, yeah, chew that squeaky toy, good girl, you know? Daddy likes that. All right, that bit has more to it, but I'm gonna stop and not take time away. You guys have been great, thanks.
Make some noise for Anthony Santino, everybody. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it was mid.
Where is it? You know, these things happen. How long have you been doing comedy? Where are you from?
This is the beginning of my 3rd year, and I'm from Queens. I live in Brooklyn now.
Woo! 3 years, yeah. All right, yeah. I think, you know, just being honest with you and being open with you, I felt like you could slow down. I felt a lot of nervous energy coming off of you when you was doing this, but, you know, I think it could be better if you slowed it down, punched it up a little bit, be more sure of the things that you were saying. Like I felt like you were a little unsure of the things that you were saying. You didn't need all the setup with the Elizabeth Warren joke. You could just say, I saw an Elizabeth Warren bumper sticker. But you know, yeah, more tags to your joke. Punch up your stuff a little bit. I'm gonna give that one a 3.2.
I'll take it.
I think I disagree. I thought you were I thought in your setups you always had punchlines to justify each sentence. A lot of them didn't hit, but I think that was like the root. My feeling was I think you are better considerably than how that went.
Yeah, I would agree. But yeah, like I've had better stuff. But yeah, but no, I agree with you.
Yeah, you know, I thought your writing was very tight and competent, and that you had punchlines in the setups all the time. I think is a sign of
there's a lot of like
comedic maturity or sorry, that sounds douchey. But yeah. I thought you were very good. 5.
I agree with him. I think you're 13, so the crowd's definitely a little tired. So you're at a disadvantage. I thought your writing was really fun. I loved the story with your mom. It was really cute. Definitely add a few things there. I also agree with Demetrius about there was a lot of fat in the stories, but at the same time, it was really interesting. I paid attention the whole time, which is hard for me. I thought you were really great. I liked your writing and your stage presence. You're very likable. I gave it a 6.
I'll take it. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
We're going for Anthony Santino, everybody. All right, we have 2 more comedians for the night right now. I just want to point out with a 21.7, we have Assanti. We still have 2 comedians who can take home the comedy lottery. Last time we did the show, a lady swooped in at the end and won the whole thing with the best set of the night, and she went last. So are you guys excited for your next comedian? Oh yeah. All right, let's go ahead and make some noise. Keep it going right now for Travis George, everybody.
Thank you. I had a good last 2023. I had a good year. I got a girlfriend. It was a big thing for me. First long-term girlfriend too so far. We were talking recently, and she said that one of the things that's like a red flag for her when she was dating was that someone like they're a picky eater. That's like a big red flag for her because she's a chef, you know. Like food's a big part of her life, and now like I feel way more obligated to go out and eat whatever it is that she orders because I already don't eat ass. So like now like I really have to make sure I eat my vegetables. And I'm trying to get freakier in the bedroom, you know, but like every time she goes down on me before she picks the lint out of my belly button first. And I'm ticklish, dude. Like that it's hard to like stay hard when you're ticklish, man. I'm from Long Island. From Long Island, and a lot of people have problems with people from Long Island. There's a lot of beef, and those people are from Staten Island. I don't know what the issue is. Like, I don't know what Staten Island has to stand on, but like everywhere you go, you know, like you're gonna have people that aren't great. Like it's like good or bad, whatever. But like Long Island, there's actually things to do. Like you got the beach. Like you're close to New York City. You go out east. There's wineries. Like the only wine that's coming out of Staten Island is out of the prison system. Like that's all they got. And like they also have like they brag about like, oh yo, we have the biggest dump in the United States. It's like, and I'm like, dude, that's like not a flex. Like that's not a flex at all. And like, yo, dude, it's so big you could see it from space. It's like, yo, it's not the Great Wall of China, bro. Like that's not. Also, no one from Staten Island's ever been to space. Like that's. Are you kidding me? Trying to get like I just turned 30 like a week ago, and I feel like now I'm like my parents are opening up to me like way more, and they're telling me things that like I personally don't feel like I want to know. Like I don't really feel like I should know, and a lot of it like my mom was talking to me about like some of the fights that like she'll have with my dad, like what they're about, and. You know, like, I just don't want to know about that stuff, like, personally. And you know, she was telling me that at one point, she actually left. She actually left home and, like, you know, for, like, a week. And to hear that was really hard. And she was telling me, like, oh, yo, I want to stay together for the family. I want to stay together for you and your sister. I'm like, yo, I'm 30. Like, you don't have to like wait through college. Like that was like a decade ago. Like that's fine. Like also, you've been married for 40 years. Like you did it. Like that. The only reason death did not do you part is because y'all kept living. Like that's the only thing that y'all had. All right, I'm Travis. Thank you.
Keep it going for Travis, everybody. All right, Travis. Me and Travis are also friends, so I got to address any possible bias that comes through. How did you feel about your set? How'd you feel?
I felt okay. I definitely like rushed through some stuff, but it's hard waiting that long. Like I feel like if I went up first, I would have like just gotten right into it. When you're just sitting back there for a minute, it can be a little.
Nah, I get it, man. I get it. That's part of it, though.
No excuses, man. That's on me. There's no excuses.
How long I know you just started, so how long have you been doing comedy?
Like 4 or 5 months.
4 or 5 months. 4 or 5 months, everybody. You guys like that for 4 or 5 months? See, they like that for 4 or 5 months. I mean, yeah, you're definitely new, but you're likable. I think that you have like a super casual style, and the longer you were on stage, the more comfortable you were. I will say, don't talk over your punchlines. I feel like once you got people to start laughing a little bit, you kind of were like, oh, I'm going to hit you with more words. Like, let it breathe for a little bit. Staten Island space joke was super funny. I think that was, everybody hates people from Staten Island, so you can't go wrong with that. Yeah, I liked a lot of the things that you were doing.
Yeah, I thought you were very likable on stage, and you had good punchlines. My, I guess, note would be if you could just like write out all your many of your jokes had like 6 sentences at the beginning that actually weren't necessary for the joke. You know, you'd be like, I had a good year, I had a girlfriend, my girlfriend's a shit. Like, it's like you could have skipped all of it to the actual setup. So that'd be the only thing I would say. I think for that one, and then I want to say the joke at the end, the Staten Island one, there was a bunch of like not necessary sentences.
I think overall you were super cute and very likable. I think no one could not like you, even if they didn't think you were funny. So that's a very good sign. I love the ass eating thing. It was really funny. I like where you were going about your girlfriend picking lint out of your belly button, but then it kind of just disappeared. You just moved on very quickly without addressing it. So you should definitely work on that bit. The Long Island for Staten Island, I don't think anyone really cares unless they're from those 2 areas. So that's kind of very limited and niche, but the space line kind of saved it because it was really funny. Given the fact that you've only been doing this for a few months, I'm very impressed. I gave you a 6.5.
Oh, 6.5. Very nice. I gave you a 3.5, but I think I still like you, dude. I don't know. One piece of advice, and I know like some comics might argue with me on this. When you have a hat on stage, I'm personally anti-hat on stage because I want to see your eyes. I want to see your eyebrows. That's not a hat. That's a different situation. Yeah, so like
you looked at me when you said hat.
I did not look at you. I did not look. Why is it? Can there not be 2 arrows on the fucking house? This is fucking me up bad. No, but you know, I just think that maybe switch to a beanie because when you show your face, you open up for a lot of like your eyebrows. Your eyes are a window to your soul, and when your hat is covering up your eyes, yeah, you know what's good, dude. We're in fucking Williamsburg. Let's go, baby. All right, yeah, but 3.5. Make some noise for Travis, everybody. Keep going, man. Come back. We'll just see you grow. All right, we got one final comedian for the night. I'm gonna be honest. We only had 2 women on the show so far. Should we make the last comic a woman, or should we keep it random? How do we feel? Should we make the last comic a woman, or do we keep it random? They're saying we're keeping it random. I want to do it, but considering our audience is 89% all just these men, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it random. The final comedian of the night. Nope, that guy went already. He'll get you guys all nervous. I want to go so bad. I want to get the money. I want to get the $113. That guy went again. All right. It's okay.
Nice paid spot in New York.
I know, right, dude? I love edging the crowd. This is fun. That person went up a little. All right. I'm sorry. Oh shit. All right. Friend of the show, put your hands together right now for Oddball Matt, everybody.
Oh, so excited. Thank you so much.
Sorry.
I just got into cars recently, mostly because I found out how upset they sound. They're just going by all day long like, ah! You know, transferring something from an Apple document to a Word in like a PC, and it's like, ah! Ah! Would you believe a year ago I was completely bald? Now I'm using shampoo. That's pretty cool. Puppy shampoo. This guy gets it. Did you know you can't bring a parachute onto a commercial airline? Turns out they won't let you in. Just because it wouldn't be fair for everyone else. Like, you can just bail on us, dude. I find, I like to say, you know who the fuck I am? But I like to use the other way of saying it, like, you know who the fuck I am? You know who I am? I woke up, I went to the address, nobody was there. Do you know who the fuck I am? I hate getting told not to be late. You know, because you can't just reply, oh, yeah, sure. Don't you understand that my life is falling apart? You just have to text back, K, be there soon. Yeah. I found out I was eating in my sleep recently. Yes, entire rows of cookies were disappearing overnight. So one night after coming to the realization, I Googled it. On the internet, everyone knows that the internet is derived from books. So there I was relieved to find that it was a minor form of schizophrenia. I thought I was diabetic. I mean, one of the things that they say to do when you have this is repressed memory therapy, which is what you do if you get abducted by aliens or something. And that's the last thing I want to hear. I don't want to hear some tape recorder like, so who am I talking with? Cookie. All right, that's it for me. I'm sick of you. Oh, no, not really. You were great. Thank you, boys and girls.
You've been going for Oddball Matt, everybody.
Thank you, boys and girls. Thank you.
Yeah, you were on the show last week. I feel like this was a big improvement from last week. I don't know if anybody else was here last week. You know, he did different jokes this time. I think you can hold the mic a little bit closer to your face. Didn't love the puppy shampoo joke. The parachute premise is funny. Not being able to take a parachute on a plane is funny, but I feel like you got to rework that and make that in. You got to change the words around for it. But I love the delivery. I love the theatrical of your performance. You're really going for that, and I got to respect that. I like what I've seen a lot more this week. I'm gonna give that a 4.5.
Thank you. 38 years, but they didn't call it comedy. I was just annoying. But this style, about under a year. Okay. I lost track of time. Been unemployed. No better time to start doing comedy than the worst time of your life, I'd say.
I thought your jokes were very fun, like, you know, stylistically very weird. I feel like you don't see this a lot, especially with newer comics, but I feel like a lot of comics will say the premise extremely flatly and then kind of emote for the punchline, but you actually would emote for both, which I think is good. Yeah, I mean, your stuff's just like absurd, so there are just crowds it's not going to hit for. That's just how it goes, but I thought you were very good. I would give you a 7.
Thanks.
I thought your car joke was hilarious. I laughed way too much. I think you're completely like out of your mind, and I love it. It's very absurd. It's very unique. No one really has the balls to do what you're doing in fear of looking insane, but I like it, so I'm into it.
Burned that bridge a long time ago.
I also eat in my sleep, and I have like a whole sleep test I'm doing next month because I'm like gaining weight from it.
It's schizophrenia.
Is that really what it is?
Yeah.
I literally texted my mom. I was like, I've met a
mild
guy.
form.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it could get worse.
It's the first time I texted her. I texted my mother about you.
Oh, send her a picture and tell her
So I
this
feel.
was funny.
Oh my god, I'm like scared. You kind of ruined my night.
I'm now giving him a 5.5. I'm increasing his score for the interview. He's crushing it. Keep going.
This guy is insane. I love that. I'm gonna give you a fucking 8.
7 and 8. Be careful with that number that you just handed out. Okay.
He has my disorder.
Oh shit.
Hey, you know, I don't know how things add up to 7 on a daily basis. My whole existence is just pretending I know how that happens. So.
Oh, you almost fucking won this week, Matt. Holy shit, dude. You got a 21.5. The person who won had a 21.7.
That's right.
But you got, well, where's Assanti at, everybody? Yeah? Who wants to see Matt and Assanti fight bare knuckle for $113? Who wants to see that?
Always wanted to be a wrestler.
All right. No, but I loved a lot of the things that I seen for you, man. I feel like you were great. You were great.
Can I get a picture with him?
Yeah, sure, if you want one.
Schizophrenia?
Yeah, it is.
Shit, man.
And one of that was not, the funniest jokes always are the real ones. And it's true, they repressed memory therapy.
It's not necessarily
This
schizophrenia.
show took a dark.
Do you have rats in your apartment? You could have a ratatouille situation.
You wake up with the teeth, and it's like Pet Cemetery. You wake up, there's dirt on your bed.
Oh man.
Oh,
Well, this is taking a dark turn. Thanks, Oddball Matt. Make some noise for Oddball Matt, everybody.
Thank you, boys and girls.
All right, can we bring our winner back to the stage? Can we bring the winner back to the stage?
I'm gonna draw a picture.
All right.
I've never been more self-portraitable.
Yeah, this is the guy who fucking won. I don't know. Make some noise for him. Make some noise for him. How do you feel? Do you feel like you deserve it?
Why are you hating, nigga?
I'm not hating. I don't know, man.
That's
I don't
like
know.
the question that nigga asked.
I just want to know a little bit more about you, and I'm bad at talking.
You remember in King Richard when the nigga asked Serena Williams a question and daddy was like, why you asking that question? I feel like that's the type of shit you just did.
Wow.
Y'all don't know black shit enough, but that was good.
That was a good movie. It was worth the slap. Will Smith slapped him and then won the Oscar.
What happened to the...
Yeah, somebody broke it. They were nervous. Open. But yeah, you fucking won this thing, man. I think Austin told me to bring the winner back on stage and conduct a small interview, and I'm realizing now that I do not know how to do that. But I just want to say thank you for coming out to the show. You're welcome next week to try to win the money again. But yeah, I'm gonna fucking give you $113 right now.
I need that shit.
He needs that shit. What are you gonna do with $113?
Booty club.
Booty club. We going to the Show Palace in Queens, baby. Only strip club that does full nudity.
Which one is it?
Show Palace.
Oh, that one stinks.
Yeah, I mean, that's full nudity. It's not right.
You can smell the nudity too.
You can. I mean, shit, bro. I like the stank sometimes. It's like a 4D movie. You know what I mean?
Can I interview you about your sexual habits?
Sure. What's your question?
We version.
Are you a foot nigga? You like foot? You like feet?
Nah.
No. Damn.
I wish I did. Those people seem easy to please. Do you have any other questions about my penis?
You like piss?
Do I like piss?
Yeah.
Oh my
I don't love it, but like,
shit.
It's squirt is piss, and I'm cool with that. What's wrong with you guys? Fuck yeah, piss club, dude. Fuck. King shaming me in Williamsburg. I don't like this, but yeah, dude, that's been our show. I wish I knew how to end it better, but I just want to thank all of the comedians who came out tonight. Thank you so much for all the ones you've seen, all the ones you didn't see, and then all the people who bought tickets for the show. This guy, you had to send a comic home with $113. What other open mic is doing that on a Monday? All right, thank you so much. Have a great night. Make some noise for your hosts as well. Thank you, Nina, for coming out. Thank you, Nick, for filling in.